In this video, I'm going to show you how to find the number of samples per group in a dataset. So to get started, I've already loaded in my tidyverse library using library and tidyverse, and I'm going to use this MPG dataset to be able to show you how to do this. I'm going to show you how to get the number of different samples in this by the class is going to be the first thing I show you. So to do this, I'm going to set my MPG to DF, and then we can pull it up here again. And I'm just going to go ahead and set this as a data frame because right now it is a tibble. So now it's a data frame. So what I can do is I'm going to start with my DF, and I'm going to use what's known as the pipe operator. So if you hit Control-Shift-N, it's going to input in this percent greater than sign percent. And that means that whatever you're doing next, it will automatically put in this information into the next one, or this data set will be the data set for the next one. The first thing I'm going to do is group it, and I'm going to group by class over here. So we're going to do group underscore by, and then we can just put in class here. And if I run this, it's just going to give me the same thing. It's grouped, but it's not going to show me anything because I haven't ran anything on it. So what I can then do is add another pipe, and I can do summarize. And so what I'm going to give it to summarize is I'm going to tell it what the column is equal to and then what to do to get that column. And so whenever you're using summarize, it's going to do everything by the group. And so in this case, I am going to do in, because if you're a scientist, you're going to use in as your sample size, is equal to in with just parentheses after it. This is a function that will count the number of rows. So if I run this, you can see I now get a really simple thing with each of the classes and then the number of rows that were in the data set. So this will tell us what is our sample size. So if we're trying to figure out what can we make conclusions from, we might not want to be making conclusions about things with only 5 cars. So we might remove this and use the other ones. So now what if we want to know our sample size not only by class, but also by transmission as well? So if we did that, what we would want to do is we're going to do our DF again and our pipe operator, and then we're going to do group by. And what we want to do with our group by is we're going to put both of our columns that we want to group by. So we're going to have class and transmission. And you want to do this in the order that you want it to break down. So I'm going to do class first, and then I'm going to do transmission. And then I can do my same summarize in equals in. So whenever you run something like this where you have more than one group here, you're going to get this, which is saying that it has grouped the output by class, not trans, and you can override this using the .groups argument. So what this means is that if I use another pipe and I said mutate sum equals sum of in and run it, what you can see now is all of the classes have the same sum. What that means is it added up all of the ends that had the same class. To get just added up all of the ends in total, what we would want to do here is in the summarize, we would do .groups equals drop. And so when we run that, you see that now all of this is equal to the same. So we get 234 because there's 234 rows in this data frame. And so that's what we're getting there because it's not grouping it by the class. So I hope this helps you being able to determine what the sample size is for each individual group, even when you have multiple groups that you're trying to do it for. If you like this video, please like and subscribe to this channel for more R tutorials. I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.